Hey Tonglers! With Shark Week upon us, I thought I'd make a video about the top 10 shark movies of all time. But I quickly came upon two problems. The first is that if you don't have Jaws as your #1 shark movie, then you're obviously a few guppies short in your aquarium. It's so far and away the best shark film that it's not even funny.
$10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
The second problem is the quality of films quickly drops off after Jaws. There's a giant step down, and then there are 4 to 7 decently made shark movies including The Shallows, Deep Blue Sea, Open Water, and Jaws 2.
Look at this. That's a shark.
After that, they start to get really bad, really fast. And we're suddenly putting Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus in our top 10. But no matter how bad they get, much like the sharks in these films, our appetite for shark movies can't be satiated. There are movies about sand sharks, Jurassic sharks, swamp sharks, mega sharks, super sharks, Ozark sharks, Jersey Shore sharks, ice sharks, ghost sharks, toxic sharks, mecha sharks, avalanche sharks, atomic sharks, monster sharks, zombie sharks, piranha sharks, house sharks, trailer park sharks, dino sharks, and even Santa sharks.
Should've stayed in the ocean, bitch.
You'll also find sharktopuses, robo-sharks, sharkensteins, and there are movies about sharks with 2, 3, 5, even 6 heads. And we've been hit by 6 different Sharknadoes.
They're sharks, they're scary. No one wants to get eaten. But I've been eaten! And I'm here to tell you, it takes a lot more than that to bring a good man down.
Since the list of absurd shark movies seems to be endless, I thought we'd instead do a countdown of the top 10 most ridiculous movie shark attacks. First, a few runner-ups, as there are just too many hilariously bad shark attacks I wanted to highlight.
Holy
Yeah, baby!
Oh my God!
Number 10, Deep Blue Sea. I'm going to start this list where I originally thought we were going to end it. This is the most memorable moment from a dumb, but pretty fun and decently made 90s action flick. After giving a rousing speech about how, no matter how bad nature can be, man is worse, and how they've all got to work together, Sam Jackson is rudely interrupted by a genetically modified shark and gets unceremoniously eaten.
We're going to pull together and we're going to find a way to get out of here. First, we're going to seal off this
A great actor deserves a great death. Number 9, Batman the Movie. There's no doubt that Adam West's Batman was as camp can be. So when Robin accidentally dips Batman into the ocean, a comically unmoving rubber shark latches onto Batman's leg.
Holy sardine!
This silly beast just won't let go, no matter how many bat punches it takes to the head. The dynamic duo break out the conveniently located shark repellent, and after getting sprayed, it's finally forced to let go, where it then explodes upon landing.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Number 8, Bait. Bait is a 2012 Australian film about a group of people stuck in a grocery store with a huge great white, after the city is hit by a tsunami. The silliest moment in this somewhat higher class shark film comes when the group is working together to escape by sending a volunteer into the air shaft. Sadly, the vent is full of crabs. Freaking out, the guy lets go, where he's left hanging over the water. That's when the shark decides to jump up and bite him in half.
I can make it! I'm okay!
Number 7, Great White. This 1981 Italian film, also known as The Last Shark, is one of many direct rip-offs that was released in the wake of Jaws. But in this film, the mayor doesn't just sit back and let his denizens get eaten. He decides to fly out in a helicopter armed with a chunk of steak in hopes of drowning the shark by pulling it out of the water. But the shark is way too strong for that trick, and the mayor falls out of the copter where he gets bitten in half. Somehow, that's not enough reason for the pilot to fly to safety. Instead, he continues to hover just above the water where the shark is able to grab on and pull the whole vehicle underwater. The scene is a goofy mix of stock footage and an obvious toy helicopter. Although I do appreciate the few shots of the animatronic shark they built for the film.
Oh, how do you like that? That was a serious man versus nature moment.
Number 6, Three-Headed Shark Attack. We're starting to move into Asylum Films territory. These guys are responsible for hundreds of bad movies, including a ton of bad shark titles. They make the Sharknado films, but they've also made a series of films about sharks that somehow have an increasing number of heads. My favorite scene from these comes near the end of Three-Headed Shark Attack, when Danny Trejo, armed with what else but a machete, chops off the middle head. We think our hero is victorious, but once he brings the mutant shark in for a landing, it manages to jump back to life and take poor Danny with it.
I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
Number 5, Zombie 2. This 1979 Italian film is an unofficial sequel to Dawn of the Dead. It's a pretty good zombie film by all rights, but it is probably most famous for its zombie versus shark fight. Already a ripoff of a famous zombie film, the producers thought, why shouldn't we also try to capitalize on the Jaws shark craze? It being the 70s, they drugged up a tiger shark until it was docile, and had their underwater photographer get in zombie makeup and act like he was wrestling the shark. The scene speaks for itself.
Sweetheart, I'm a shark attack survivor.
Number 4, Shark Attack III, Megalodon. This one makes the list by its pure ineptitude. I love how the filmmakers put their terrible actors on green screen and make them get eaten by obvious stock footage. First, a life vest thief gets some instant karma and dives into its mouth. Then, it swallows an entire life raft. And best of all, it eats a guy trying to escape on a jet ski. With each bite, the Meg magically changes size based on its victim.
What?
Number 3, Sky Sharks. These sharks not only fly, but they also shoot machine guns and missiles. And worse than that, each one is ridden by a zombie Nazi. These are some seriously evil sharks. The film, with its tongue firmly in its cheek, is about a team of geologists finding a lost Nazi warship and accidentally unleashing a horde of monstrous Nazi experiments upon the world, including the titular Sky Sharks. In this opening scene, they attack a luxury jetliner with bloody results.
These are sharks, but they can fly?
Number 2, Sharknado III, oh hell no. This top 10 could easily be filled with Sharknado clips. The whole series is nothing but ridiculous shark attacks, so it was hard to choose just one. I decided to go with the climax of part 3. After another devastating Sharknado hits America, Finn and crew decide to try to stop it with a top secret space shuttle. When they destroy the Sharknado, it throws the sharks into space, where both Finn and his pregnant wife April get eaten whole. Unchewed, inside the shark guts, they fall safely back to Earth. After crash landing, Finn emerges to find his newborn son Gil being birthed through the side of a dead shark. It doesn't get much sillier.
Do you want to meet your son?
Son.
Number 1, Super Shark. Directed by Schlockmaster Fred Olin Ray, Super Shark follows a marine biologist who discovers a shark who's been exposed to toxic waste, leading it to increase vastly in size, grow bulletproof skin, the ability to walk around on land, and eventually we learn it can even fly.
It flies.
That's bad.
The film is full of painful dialogue and even worse acting. But the final shark attack, when it decides to crawl up on the beach and battle a walking tank, is a bad movie lover's dream. The CGI is hysterically awful, but the little touches like the slow-mo kick to the face, the shark's roar, and the actor's reaction to the fight make for some extra cheesy fun.
Now you're extinct.
Hey Tonglers, thanks for watching our top 10 most ridiculous movie shark attacks. Remember to like and subscribe for more exclusive Tongal content. And if you're a creator, be sure to visit the Tongal website at tongal.com for some exciting opportunities.